Hello YouTube, the MB6 Today I'll be showing you a new deck profile that I came up with. It is Montage Dragon. This is what your win condition is. I'll read the effect. Cannot be normal summon set, must be special summon from your hand by sending 3 other monsters from your hand by sending 3 other monsters from your hand to the graveyard, and cannot be special summoned by other ways This card's attack becomes combined original levels of the set monsters. X 300, so that means times 300. So, in this, well, let's just get started. Blue Eyes White Dragon, a pretty common card in pretty much any dragon deck. Mostly just to boost up Montage Dragon's attack and for trade-in or to get draw power. Red Eyes Bee Dragon, the same idea. Just a little bit lower attack. You can add either there is no tuners or other level summons except for Dark Arm Dragon, but I'll get to that. And it's just a dark, which helps with summoning some of the chaos monsters I have in here. So that's the only reason why I put them. You can always put in another Red Eyes Bee Dragon to use for rank 7, and I also used it for Ancient Rules, which I'll get to. BLS is BLS, that's pretty self-explanatory. Chaos Sorcerer, Dark Arm Dragon. You have to, only way you can summon it that I know of, or what it says, is you special summon it by having exactly 3 dark monsters in your graveyard. And you can banish 1 dark to pop 1 card on the field, or to destroy 1 card on the field. Just put them in, or tuck them in, because level 7, 2800, boosts out Montage Dragon. It's pretty good. Dark Flare Dragon, I put this in with his friend Light Pulsar because they work together very well. Same thing with any other chaos monster, but its effect is once per turn you can send 1 dragon type monster from your hand and 1 dragon type monster from your deck to the graveyard, then target 1 card on either, and then target 1 card in either graveyard and banish it. Now this card was probably a little bit better when Monster Reborn wasn't banned, because then if you had, let's say, your Blue Eyes in the graveyard because of Shrine, which I'll get to, and your opponent would use Monster Reborn, like, tomorrow, and they would just almost pretty much game you because of that, because you either done something with it or whatever. So, that's what I did, or that's why I put in Dark Flare Dragon, and because of Light Pulsar's effect would help out with that too. Deep Sea Diver, I took this in too because if you have trade-in or you have Ancient Rules, and you don't have anything that works with it, Deep Sea Diver can help. If you have it, set it and put it to the top of your deck, and then your turn you can, use that. That's why I tacked that in. Eclipse Wyvern, I use this just to get out either Montage Dragon. You can, or for deck thinning if you want to. You can banish Montage. You usually want to go for Red Eyes Darkness Metal, which I'll get to. I think it has to be, it has to be a dragon type. So, banish level 7 or higher light or dark dragon type monster from your deck. If this card is in your graveyard and is banished, you can add that to your hand. So, a lot of times I always special summon it, or usually I summon this, or use this to get this. So, Herald of Creation, this is another tech. Once per turn you can discard 1 card, then target 1 level 7 or higher monster near your graveyard and add that target to your hand. If you have a Montage and you need another monster, you can add Blue Eyes or maybe Red Eyes Darkness Metal to help boost it up. I only put one because if you discard too many cards, then it might not be worth it. So, Kidmodo Dragon. This card I have not seen really much in play, but it's really good for special summoning pretty quick. The effect is, when this card is sent to your graveyard, you can special summon one dragon-type monster from your hand. You cannot special summon monsters except dragon-type monsters, nor conduct your battle phase. The turn you can activate it, or activate this effect, you can only use Komodo Dragon once per turn. So, what you want to do is probably set it on your opponent's turn, but you want to make sure you have a target, like a dragon. So this is where Herald of Creation would come in. You could summon this card, use effect, discard any other card, and then get back another dragon. It just says dragon type, so you don't have to really pick and choose like a light or a dark. So it'd be pretty good. You can always, just grab one. Light Pulsar, same as any other chaos monster. Gotta banish one light, one dark. Do special. And his effect is you can get that right there. Okay. So this would have to be sent from the field to the graveyard. It doesn't say how, so you could tribute with it. You can, whatever. When this card is sent from your field to the graveyard, you can trigger one level 5 or higher dark monster from your graveyard and special summon that target. So usually you'll probably want to go for Dark Flare. It does say, it just says one light, or just target one card. Target one. Oh no, it has to be dark. So then this is where also Red Eyes Black Dragon would come in, just because of that, or Darkness Metal. So is that higher? Yep, okay. That seems really broken. I don't know why this does. And then Montage Dragon. I already did the effect before, but this card can get pretty OP. I think Darkness Metal is 12, and then 2 8s be 20, 28. It's going over almost 7,000 attack. So that's pretty much an OTK. I don't run a card in here, but Seal of Orichalcos, I could almost make an OTK deck. Red Eyes Darkness Metal. This you can special summon this card from your hand by banishing one dragon type monster on the field. Once per turn, you can special summon one dragon monster from your hand or deck. So that's really good. You could also make this into a rank 10 deck, which would just use pretty much just use Level Eater to eat up all that. Summoner Monk. Everyone knows this. Just summon it, and it goes to in defense position. And its effect is when this card, or you can ditch one spell. Since I said, like Herald of Creation and Deep Sea Diver, what they're in here for. That's pretty much if you don't have them or you already used them. You can always use Summoner Monk to ditch the, maybe like trade in if you already used or all your cards avoids are in the graveyard or you don't have any. Always use Summoner Monk to ditch it and to go on from there. Whitestone Legend, same idea as Eclipse Wyvern, but instead it's a Blue Eyes White Dragon deck to hand. So Ancient Rules, this card is really broken. Since you only have 4 though, it's not going to be too easy to do it, but it's when you need it, it really comes in handy. Just special summon one level 5 or higher normal monster from your hand. So pretty much want to go with Blue Eyes. Just summon Blue Eyes, 3,000 attack. Really good. Dragon Shrine, this is a newer card, per se. You can send one dragon-type monster from your deck to your graveyard, and if it was a dragon normal, so Blue Eyes or Red Eyes be dragon, you can do it again. Or send another one. So then, pretty much, if you maybe need a Blue Eyes, send a Blue Eyes White Dragon to the grave, and then a White Stone of Legend. Then you get the effect and add this to hand. Almost the same effect as Dandelion. This is just for deck theming, and since you have Red Eyes Darkness Metal, and Call of the Haunted, you can use that really easy. Upstart Goblin. This is just to draw cards. Call of the Haunted. Target one monster in your graveyard and special summon in an attack position. So, and then Safe Zone. This is absolutely broken. Now there is a lockdown deck with White Dragon Ninja. I guess you could tribute for White Dragon Ninja if you want to, instead of using Super Art of Transformation. And then that. So Safe Zone, either get out Montage Dragon, Red Eyes Darkness Metal, or Blue Eyes. Usually you could go for Red Eyes Darkness Metal, help you special summon, let's say, Blue Eyes, or you can use it on Blackluster Soldier. Blackluster Soldier is really broken in pretty much any Chaos deck because it's pretty easy to get him out. That is for the main deck. Onto my extra deck, Abyss Dweller, Legasto Emerald. Because you do run normal monsters, you can use the effect to special summon one normal monster, or to target 3 and put them in your deck and shuffle and draw one. Both of them are really good because you need 3 monsters to special summon Montage Dragon. This will be a great card to incorporate, but it is a little expensive, so. Diamond Direwolf, just in case if someone has something that you can't handle, like a, what's that called? Skill Drain, or Skill Drain will probably be your main card you don't want to, that you probably can't handle, I think, or something to get rid of the effect, like Effect Failure, but then that won't help you as much. I don't know if Effect Failure would work on this. That would be a good question to ask. Sorry if I can't steadily hold my iPod. It's a fail. Gaga Cowboy, Gaga Gigu, or Gaga Gigu. There isn't, you probably won't get out 3 level 4s, but usually you can summon, actually you could summon, effect, Eclipse Wyvern. You could take out Summoner Monk, but I'll get to that later. Gemini Pearl, just in case if you don't have 3, you could always use 2. Heretic Sun Dragon, Overlord of Heliopolis. Sorry. You don't have to put in any level 8s. I just did for sake of if you need to or whatever. And this is also like a card that can help you with popping cards. All you do is detach, pop 1 card on your side and then 1 on your opponent's. You can do this as many times as you want. You could use it on I think Safe Zone would help. Cannot be targeted or be or destroyed by your opponent's card effects. So no, because I think this targets. No, it just says tribute. So I don't think it works like Scrap Dragon's effect, where you pop 1 card to pop another, because you could use that to destroy their entire field instead of using like Dark Hole. Kachikochi Dragon, this card is OP, even though you might not think it's pretty OP. It's the same effect as Blackluster Soldier, but you have to detach and it's like 900 less attack. And it's free. I do have this card. It came in, if you ever heard of Scholastics, that's a book fair. my friend got me this for like because he knew I liked Yu-Gi-Oh, so he just got me a book that had this in it. It was in like a comic book sort of thing. And then Lavolvo Chain, send one card from your graveyard, or same effect as Deep Sea Diver, just place it on top of your deck. You pretty much want to send it to the graveyard because you have 3 cards to utilize it in the grave. So, or 4 if you count Herald of Creation with his magical adding it to in your hand. Galaxy Eyes, or Neo Galaxy Eyes Voltron Dragon. Ooh, that's not enough. This card you probably won't ever get out, but it's a nice 4,500 attack monster, which is a set, not like a, you get it set on 45, not like Montage could be 900 or whatever. Number 107, Galaxy Tachyon Dragon. You probably won't ever get this out again, but you never know when you would. Number 46, Draglon, I think. This has like 3. Special summon 1 dragon type monster from your hand. Target 1 your opponent controls and you control it, and dragon type monsters your opponent control cannot activate their effects until the end of your opponent's turn. So, pretty much want to use the first one, but you don't know what your opponent would or is playing, so you could always use that. And then Thunder End Dragon. Probably won't ever use it, but you know it's always there. There's 2 missing if you want to tech something in Utopia or My Stroke or whatever. So yeah. On the cards that could work really well in this deck, but I either didn't have any room or I just don't think I could utilize them as much. Kaiser Seahorse is a tribute for 2 light monsters. So if you want to make more of a light deck with this, you can always use Kaiser Seahorse to help. A Wingbeat of a Giant Dragon. Just return a level 5 or higher dragon type monster you control and destroy all spells and traps on the field. If this was quick play, it would be a little bit better. Pretty much if your opponent has like skill drain, you can always use this and destroy it. That's pretty much why you would use it. All these are for back row pretty much, because your opponent could try to find an out. Like if they would use MST on this, Mystical Space Typhoon, it would destroy any card that's controlling it. But you could always just use it on once done a legend and put in defense and always help that. Oh, and this has to be in tech position to activate. MST, a Stamping Destruction. Just target 1 spell or trap card on the field and destroy it and inflict 500 to the controller. Seal of Orichalcos. This I did not tech in because I do have an extra deck. I would like to use the extra deck more, so I didn't put it in, but you could always just tech 1 or 2 and maybe take out Summoner Monk because you don't run a lot of spells, but Summoner Monk comes in handy a lot more than Seal or Orichalcos. Then you can only use it once per duel. So another trade-in, maybe take out maybe Deep Sea Diver or Komodo Dragon or Herald of Creation. Those were my techs. Dark Bribe, so no one can take away your Montage if you don't have Safe Zone, Mirror Force, and Skybrine Scarecrow. Now what you want to, or how to pull this off correctly is usually you want to have Safe Zone already set on the field and 3 monsters in your hand to summon out Montage Dragon. Now, the reason to summon Montage Dragon after you set it is because if they have Bottomless Trap Hole, if they have Trap Hole, Torrential Tribute, Mirror Force, anything to destroy it, always have Safe Zone to protect it. Or Red Eyes Darkness Metal, so you can keep special summoning dragons onto the field. Call the haunted, yeah. So, sorry about my cameraman hands on my iPod. I do have a camera, but it won't let me upload, so I'll probably just use this until I can figure out. So, NV6 signing out.